1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Hello, my name is Larry Richmond, and today we will be exploring the wonders of the Rosicrucian Egyptian Museum has to offer. The Rosicrucian Egyptian Museum is a very interesting museum. With its many exhibits, to explore, it should always be an extra stop to make if you're ever near San Jose, California. The three biggest attractions that are and were available in the museum are the Tombs exhibit, the Alchemy exhibit, and while the Sherritt or Child Mummy exhibit are no longer there, it is still a very interesting exhibit that you can still read about. The image here is of the Rosicrucian Egyptian Museum's entrance. I'm credible to give this speech because I have heavily researched these exhibits through the official website of the Rosicrucian Egyptian Museum, Digital Giza, Alchemy and the Philosopher's Stone, and the Sherritt Little One Fandom website. I've also gotten images from the official website of the Rosicrucian Egyptian Museum, Ancient Egyptian Metallurgy, the history of glassmaking and why it was important to kings 3,600 years ago, and the Mask website. While the Rosicrucian Egyptian Museum houses many different exhibits, the first one we will be focusing on is the Tombs exhibit. According to the official website of the Rosicrucian Egyptian Museum and Digital Giza, Egyptian tombs started to be discovered around the 1900s to the 1960s. The very first tomb was discovered by Howard Carter in November of 1922. The tombs discovered in this period were estimated to be made around the 2100 to 1600 BC. The tombs that were discovered above the ground were made of mostly local stones and mud bricks, but the tombs that were discovered underground were carved into the rock where the tombs were found. These two images here are of the tombs that are found in the Rosicrucian Egyptian Museum, and they represent those found in Egypt. These tombs serve two main purposes: to protect the buried from hungry animals and to prepare the buried for the afterlife. This is because in Egyptian culture it is believed that things that were buried in the room with you will follow you into the afterlife. On top of the Egyptians' great discoveries in architecture, they also made great discoveries in alchemy. Ancient Egyptians discovered alchemy in the first few centuries of the AD time period. According to the Alchemy and Philosopher's Stone website, the Egyptians became extremely sophisticated in two forms of alchemy. These two forms were metallurgy and glassmaking. Metallurgy alchemy includes ore extraction, combining metals to make alloys, and forging metals into tools. The glassmaking alchemy includes melting the glass and reforging the glass to make bowls, cups, etc. Two images on the far side are artifacts that were discovered in Egypt, and the two forms of alchemy were used to make them. With the Egyptians' early discovery of alchemy, we were able to learn from their work and develop modern-day alchemy much faster than we would have without their discovery. The image here is of a picture of the alchemy exhibit found in the Rosicrucian Egyptian Museum. With their discoveries in alchemy, they were able to make very many fascinating sets of jewelry and tools. A few examples of their creations were found on the body of a little girl, Sherritt, or the Child Mummy. My final exhibit is an exhibit that is no longer available at the Rosicrucian Egyptian Museum, but the Sherritt or Child Mummy exhibit can still be read about online. Sherritt was estimated to die around the ages of 4 to 5 years old by unknown causes, states the Sherritt Fandom website. Thanks to advanced technology, scientists were able to get an image of what she might have looked like while she was still alive. It is believed that she had black curls, a receding chin, and an angular face structure, quoted by the official Rosicrucian Egyptian Museum website. It is also presumed that she came from a wealthy and noble family because she was found wearing a golden face mask. The image right there is of the face masks that were worn by wealthy and noble families that were buried. She was also found wrapped in fine linen and had many different pieces of jewelry on her when she was discovered. These findings further support the theory that she was she came from a wealthy and noble family. This is an image of the casket she was found in, and this is an image of her skeleton after all the fine linen and jewelry was removed. In conclusion, the Rosicrucian Egyptian Museum has very many interesting exhibits to explore and learn from. These exhibits include the tomb exhibit, alchemy exhibit, and its chariot or child moon exhibit. There are hours of learning to be explored here, and I hope I have achieved my purpose of this speech and informed you of the wonders the Rosicrucian Egyptian Museum holds. And if you're ever near San Jose, California, make this a stop to make, for it is an amazing experience and a great way to learn where some of our ways of life came from.
1,
2, 3, 4,
5,
6,